Welcome back. My name is Mikahelia and I'm one of the registered dietitians here at Caria's Diabetes Education team. This is week 4 of our Healthy Plate part of the Healthy Movement, Healthy Plate group. And our topic is about heart health and fats. Our topics include how does heart health relate to diabetes, what are fats, the types of fats and how they relate to our heart health, and then foods that include healthy fats. We'll wrap everything up by preparing a healthy dish together. So let's get started. Let's start with our cardiovascular system, which includes the heart, the veins, and the arteries. And this job is to carry oxygen from our lungs and nutrients from our guts to every cell in our body. It's a very important pump and highway system, and when they get blocked or overworked, it can cause some major health issues. So let's talk a little bit about those issues and how we can manage our diet to help prevent them. So first there's blood pressure, and it is measured by how much pressure there is in the chambers of our heart when it pumps blood and then when it relaxes after a pump. So the chambers tighten to push blood through the system, and then they relax. Contract, relax, contract, relax. That's what you hear when you listen to your heartbeat. The Diabetes Canada practice guidelines have found that a maximum blood pressure of 130/80 is ideal for reducing health problems. This means that when your heart contracts and the pressure is higher, it shouldn't be higher than 130. And then when it relaxes, that pressure shouldn't be higher than 80. Things that raise our blood pressure includes having a family history of high blood pressure, smoking cigarettes, stress, poor sleep, not being active, eating a lot of salt, having arteries that are blocked, and having very high blood sugar levels. The reason why salt impacts our blood pressure is because the sodium in salt attracts water. So when we eat too many salty foods, our blood volume gets really high. Blood sugar levels are also important because when you have really sugary blood, the blood is thicker and your heart has to work that much harder to push it through the system. Cholesterol is a lipid made by animals, which is why you can find it in meat, poultry, fish, and also dairy and eggs. There are a variety of cholesterol molecules and they have many functions, including maintaining the structures of each of our cells, creating hormones and digestive acids, transporting nutrients, and making vitamin D. Our bodies try to maintain the right amount of cholesterol at all times, but when we do not practice a balanced diet, we can cause blockages in our cardiovascular system. This can make it difficult for blood to flow through, and when these obstructions dislodge, they can block oxygen and nutrients. You can learn more about these blockages and their serious health effects by visiting the link in our video description below. So how do fats fit in with cardiovascular health? Well, fats are lipids, some of which we've already mentioned, such as cholesterol. And you might have heard of some others, including
triglycerides, fatty acids, and glycerols,
just to name a few. The categories of lipids include
fatty acids, sterols, fat-soluble vitamins, waxes, mono, di, and triglycerides, and phospholipids.
They exist in various forms and carry out a lot of functions. We won't be able to talk about any of them extensively, but we can talk about the ones that are in our food, particularly those that hinder or support our cardiovascular health. And these are fatty acids. Fatty acids are primarily involved in providing energy and building structures for all living things. Remember from week 1 that 1 gram of fat provides 9 calories of energy? 2 types of fatty acids include saturated and unsaturated fats. And the difference between the two are how the carbon atoms are bonded. Saturated fats have single carbon bonds. Seems like no big deal, but this very feature is what causes them to be solid at room temperature. Foods that are high in saturated fats include butter, palm oil, coconut oil, and animal fats. These are the types of fats that contribute to poor cholesterol management and blockages in our arteries, so we need to limit how much we eat. Then there are unsaturated fats, and they have at least 1 or more double bonds between their carbon atoms. This is what makes them fluid at room temperature, and it's also the reason why they don't contribute to blockages in our arteries. Some popular ones include omega-3 and omega-6. Foods that are high sources of unsaturated fats include outside of fatty acids, plant sterols are also lipids that support cardiovascular health. They're like cholesterol, but they're made by plants. Research has found that plant sterols can help lower how much cholesterol our bodies make and how much we reabsorb in our guts. Some examples of foods that include plant sterols are To get enough plant sterols to help improve your cholesterol levels, you're likely going to also have to eat sterile fortified margarines. By limiting your intake of carbs, salt, and saturated fats, and by eating more plant sterols and unsaturated fats, we can protect our cardiovascular health and reduce our risk of disease. Now let's put this to practice.
Today we are making a Mediterranean-style snack platter with healthy fats and fiber. You will need high-protein, low-fat plain yogurt, olive oil, high-fiber vegetables, cherry tomatoes, olives, a lemon, garlic, dried oregano, thyme, smoked paprika, cumin, salt and pepper, and ground flax and pumpkin seeds. Step 1. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees, then prepare the vegetables by slicing them half an inch thick. Step 2. Season the vegetables with olive oil, paprika, cumin, black pepper, and a pinch of salt. Then, roast the vegetables for 15 to 20 minutes. Step 3. Mince the garlic and add it along with the pepper, a pinch of salt, oregano, and ground flax to the yogurt. Set aside. Step 4. Slice and season the tomatoes and olives with pepper, a pinch of salt, dried oregano, and olive oil. Mix to combine. Step 5. Once the veggies are roasted, set them aside to cool. Step 6. Arrange your ingredients on a plate or platter. Step 7. Add your toppings, including lemon rind, lemon juice, fresh thyme, pumpkin seeds, olive oil, and a pinch of black pepper. Enjoy! See you next week.